What's up guys, Darkdally here playing Ghost Recon Wildlands, and today I want to do some more testing on a rifle I've already tested, and it's this one right here, the L115A3. Now when I originally tested all my bullet drop, I was testing by a different method than I am now. I was aiming differently. That said, the results were consistent, but let me go ahead and pull up that graphic. I'm sure you all have seen it by now as to where the sniper rifles hit unmodded versus modded. Again, I'm using a different standard now, but the standard I was using then was consistent, so those are consistent in relation to one another. However, with the L115A3, I gotta say, this is what this video is about. Now, I was really disappointed how low it hit on that wall, how much bullet drop it exhibited on that wall. And then I just remembered that a little bit ago, a viewer actually clued me into something. You see, I was using the T5XI tactical scope for all those sniper tests. I assumed it was accurate with all the rifles. Well, I was wrong. You know what they say about, when you assume something. Well, it appears the T5XI is accurate on all the rifles except for one. It's the L115A3. I hope I didn't lose you. Let me show you what I'm talking about right here. On my graphic there, you can see, or you saw, that the L115A3 has a lot of bullet drop, which is pretty uncharacteristic for a bolt-action .338 Lapua caliber rifle in this game. Well, let's check this out. Here's what I mean. As you can see, it actually shoots at the bottom of the crosshair. So what I'm saying is this: the L115A3 doesn't necessarily have a lot of bullet drop. It's that the scope on it's incorrect. And what's funny is when I was doing those tests, I was testing the scopes. I spent a lot of time in those videos firing at walls with scopes to make sure they were all straight, and the one I didn't test was this one. The more you back up, the more pronounced it's going to be. So what I'm saying is, it's making it look like it actually has a more bullet drop than it really has. So what I want to do today here is I want to actually test and see something. As you can see, it shoots right pretty consistently at the bottom of the crosshair. But it's just the scope. Here's the thing, guys. It's just the scope. It's not the rifle. The rifle actually may be quite fine. Let's go here and let's try a different scope. Let's try the TARS 101 is going to be the closest equivalent to the T5XI. It doesn't have the 6x zoom, but it has 5.5x zoom. Different mil dots might be something different to learn, but this might just help out a lot of users of this rifle. The Accuracy International L115 may actually just be redeemed. Here we are with the TARS 101, and you can see that it hits pretty dead on. Is it still hitting low? Nah, it's hitting pretty dead on. That was right dead on. So what I want to do today is I want to compare this to a comparable rifle. We're going to compare this with the MSR. The MSR is another .338 Lapua Magnum caliber rifle. Similar size, probably somewhat similar stats. Let's go ahead and see. Not that I don't put a lot of weight in stats, but let's just see here. Let's compare it with the MSR. Alright, so when we compare the MSR to the L115A3, we actually are seeing quite a bit, the stats are quite a bit different, but they seem to me to do about the same damage. So let's just go ahead and let's take these. They're both got long barrels on them. We're using different scopes on them, but that's really not going to matter because we have the system down now for testing this out. We really don't need to worry about using the same scope like we did before. And we've got us someone who's interested in our activities. Not anymore. Alright, that guy likes to come down here when I fire unsuppressed. Alright, we got us a mark on a wall. So here's what we're going to do. Let's speed this up. We're going to run down here to 350 meters where I always do my sniper testing. Now let's redo this. While I run down here, I'm going to pull that graphic up again. See how low on the wall the L115A3 hit before? Now, I am aiming at the crosshair correctly. I wasn't at the time. Now I'm aiming correctly. So these are going to appear lower. What I'm showing you in that picture is not a guide as to where these are going to hit, but in relation to one another. If you look on the left side of that screen, you see L115A3 modded and MSR modded. MSR is a pretty good all-around average .338 rifle. I'm suspecting that the L115 may actually hit, where that's hitting. Hope I didn't lose you in all my my thing here. I had to change my testing system, and it just caused a horrible mess. All right, so let's go ahead and let's take aim at the wall with our L115. Now that we're using a different scope, okay, we're right on mark. All right. Now here's what we're going to do. We're going to run up here and recon this shot. Okay, so how much can I hit this chopper down in 2 shots? I suspect I can. Yeah, two shots chopper is just like the MSR. So, they're comparable. I'd say they're comparable. They fire the same size round, and they can both kill a chopper in 2 shots. So where did we hit? Alright, so we hit right there at the top, near the top of that brick. We're going to run back, and we're going to try this with the MSR. Alright, so this is what I really want to see. We're back here at 350. Now, the MSR actually hits pretty average bullet drop for a sniper rifle at this range. Let's see. Well, I'm really curious to see, because I actually haven't tested this yet. Let's get in position here. Let's get aimed. And fire, and let's see what we've got. Alright, and so it actually only hits half a brick higher. The point is, instead of almost a brick and a half gap between these two rifles, the difference is actually only about half a brick on this wall. And what that means is that don't use the T5XI. The weapon shoots low, causing you to have to adjust for way more bullet drop than is necessary. Now, the MSR is a pretty decent shooting rifle, but there are better ones. I wanted to really test it out here and just see the difference. Well, let's go ahead and let's show that right now. Let's grab my L115 and let's put that T5XI back on, and let's see the difference that this makes. All right, so we get the T5XI back on. Our bullet hole should still be on the wall. Let's go ahead. Let's fire this from here, and let's see how much. Okay, that wasn't right on, but that was good enough. That's enough. It's going to illustrate here what we're looking at. Look at that. There's the shot. There's that shot. We lost over a brick. We lost damn near, as I thought, about a brick and a half on this wall. So if you use the L115A3 and you're using the T5XI tactical scope, know that you're going to have to adjust for a lot more bullet drop. I would suggest using the TARS 101. It's only a half times less zoom. It's probably really the same sight picture, just different mil dots, and you're going to have a fairly accurate rifle that's going to be hitting right about with the SR25 and modified, somewhere between the G28 and the SR25 modified, and that's not bad. All right, guys. So that was my mistake for not catching that earlier. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. Do you like the Accuracy International L115? I'm kind of starting to, now that I know that if I use a different scope, I can actually shoot pretty straight with it. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. It's been a real pleasure. I'm Darkdally. I will catch you guys next time.